Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have you do some research on some of the short stories we're going to read. And rather than send you out and have you find some really thick, intense PhD level articles, I'm going to keep it easy and just have you look for articles in the Explicator. And so, in order to do that, I mean, while the Explicator is like a really easy journal to read, it's kind of a hard journal to find. So, I'm going to show you exactly how to find it. Notice here I have an MLA works cited entry to an article that I found in the Explicator. And I want to walk through this works cited entry so that you know how to find articles, maybe not just in this class, but in any other class, because sometimes things don't pop up in a basic library search. And so something you need to understand is that a journal is like a magazine. And the Explicator is a journal. And think about any magazine. It is full of articles. And so the journal is called the Explicator here. The article is called O'Connor's A Good Man Is Hard to Find. And think about where you find magazines. You often find them on a magazine rack in a store. And Humanities Source, that would be like our store. So it's the database. So the way this works is you go to the library to look in databases in order to find journals that contain articles. Okay, so MLA, works cited entry, you start with the author's last name, follow it by the first, then always in quotes put the article title. After the article title, in italics, always give the journal, followed by the volume and the issue, the year and the pages. Then give the database that you used, because sometimes you can't find these articles any other way, followed by the date that you read the article. So let's follow this works cited entry so that you can find the articles that you need over the next couple of weeks. So it says Humanities Source. So you would go to Library Resources, which takes you to this page. You click on the blue link and it takes you to a basic library search. And if I try and find A Good Man Is Hard to Find right now, and I look for articles, there's something wrong with our library search page today. So we'll sit here, notice nothing comes up. So you wouldn't be able to do your homework. That's what makes it a perfect MLA works cited entry very valuable. I can now just go to Humanities Source and bypass the databases. So here's how you would do it. You would click on Databases A to Z, and then click on the letter H for Humanities Source, and that will take you to the Humanities Source page. So now we can search for what we want. We know the name of the journal is the Explicator, so let's pull that up. Now would be a good time. I'm going to tell you that the quiz word for this week is research, just so you know. Okay, so we have the Explicator, and we have to make sure that the database knows that it's looking for, down here at the bottom, if you can see it, the journal called the Explicator. And then let's make life a lot easier by narrowing our search to A Good Man Is Hard to Find. And the reason we're doing that is because that's what our article is about. Good Man Is Hard to Find. So we hit the search. It gives us 10 hits. Every single one of these is in the Explicator, which means it's going to be peer-reviewed, and my favorite thing, it's going to be short and easy to read. That's why I'm introducing you to this journal. If we had 50 hits, we would further narrow our search down to Doyle Walls, but we don't need to do that. We just scroll down. And here we go, Doyle Walls. It gives you the option to read the article as a PDF. Always look for that option. Anytime you're doing research, if you can read it as a PDF, do that. That way you'll get the page numbers. Take a look at this. When you open a file as a PDF, you can blow it up and you can read it exactly like you would a magazine in your hand. Notice that the page numbers are at the bottom. You can highlight, well actually on this one you can't highlight, but normally you can highlight things. Anyway, so there you have it, the Explicator, my favorite journal, one of the easiest journals to read. Don't make this the only journal you use in this class, but you will need to use it over the next couple of weeks for the discussion forums.